Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Francisca Brackin. I hope you all can hear me. I hope you can hear me good. The message for this evening is taken from Ezra 9, right? And I watched the reason why the message was taken from that. Something happened to me and I watched something recently. I did not understand what was going on, but I watched something recently, right? And it was this individual. She was being pranked, right? Um, yeah, I watched prank videos. She was being pranked, and they pranked her and tried to scare her and everything. And they seemed in the prank, this person like being you God or wherever it is. So when she started to see all of these things, she pulled out. She started talking about Jesus, and the man that was pranked in her, something supernatural happened again, and scare her and she run. And the Lord I didn't even know that is where he was telling me was going on. But he say in this time, I'm going to read Ezra 9 just so you can understand it. But he say in this time they are going to come to try and test your faith or your belief in what you are saying, your belief in what you are really saying. They are going to try to say, if you are a woman of God, shouldn't you, or if you are a man of God, shouldn't, why is these things scaring you? It's like based on all that you have spoken, why is these things, you're supposed to be brave or whatever it is. So I'm going to read it so you can better understand what I'm telling you that they are trying in this time, right? It's from Ezra 8 to the 21st verse. And I'm going to start from a little way in. I give orders. This was Ezra saying that, right? I give orders for all of us to fast and humble ourselves before our God. We pray that he would give us a safe journey and protect us and our children and our goods as we travel. For I am ashamed to ask the king for soldiers and horsemen to accompany us and protect us from our enemies along the way. After all, we had told the king, our God hand of protection is on all who worship him, but his fierce anger rage against those who abandoned him. So we fasted and eagerly prayed to our God that our God would take care of us, and he heard our prayer. And he go on to say he appointed this much or whatever it is, but he was protected. And the Lord was speaking to me through this, and he say, they come to test what you are really saying. Because I sit down on this page and I sit down in this channel and I preach to you and I tell you guys that the Lord protect his anointed ones and that he look over all of this. And they come down to test to see, do you really believe what you are saying, or is it just gibberish? Are you just talking that or whatever it is? And the Lord said that is what they come to do, to try and scare you out of this or whatever it is. So he said to Ezra, just like Ezra knew that he make a boast to the king and say, listen, my God is going to protect me or whatever it is. And he said based on that, he did not want now to go back and say that, oh, okay, I want protection or whatever it is, because he feared God. And he said, and the Lord always show up. He said, because you don't boast in me. He said, you don't boast inside of me and say, my God is going to protect me from all harm and danger. The 10,000 shall fall by my right and my left, but none shall come nigh my dwelling place. That, oh God, even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, and death is all around, fear no evil, for Jehovah God will protect and cover me. And if I put it, once I'm his anointed, he will protect me. You don't make boast like that. And then you start to act frightened. He said, have some faith in me. He said, because they come now to test to see if you really believe what you are speaking, if you really believe what you're speaking, if it's really from the Lord that is really telling you these things. He said they come to test to see, is this thing that you're speaking, and do you really make this Bible something, or is it just from you? Because you say you are a child of the Most High God, and he will protect you and he will guide you and all of these things. And he said, and listen, he said, oh, and when you speak like that, he said, you don't need to be ashamed that the Lord ain't going to shop for me. And well, he said, no. He said, no. He said, because They say no, we supposed to be ashamed because we don't brag and say that the Lord is gonna do this. And when faced in situation where I'm supposed to be afraid, I'm gonna trust still that that same God that I brag in, when put to the test, because you didn't go out there and wherever it is, persons come and try to test your faith level in God. And he said, when that happened, he said, then I stepped in. He said, I'm not a God that put people to shame. When they put faith in me, he said, I'm a faithful God. When they put faith in me and they believe I'm going to really do something, you never hear Jesus Christ come and somebody had faith in him that this will be done and this will not be done and all kind of thing. And when put to the test, you see that he really can't pull through with it or whatever it is. You always hear that he always come through, and he said, oh, I will always come through again. He say, listen, they aren't coming up against you when they try to test to see if what you're really saying is. They are coming up against the Lord. They are coming up against the Lord because he's gonna shop. He don't put us to shame. He does not put us to shame. A man or a woman of God that is trusting in the Lord for protection and for safety, he never put us to shame. He began to tell me this also, and he say, I was watching this movie, right, and there's more things, but I'm gonna give you this part and add it on to this one. I'm gonna probably make a second video, but I was watching this movie, and there was this zebra. I think it's Karamba. If it's not Karamba, I'll put it in the description, but I think it's Karamba. And there was this zebra, and he escaped. He came out because he was different, and he wanted us to be just like the other zebras. And he had this story that some magical pool will make him like the other zebras. So he came out on his own, out of the protection of the rest of these zebras. You know, they were protected in this place, and he came out. And when he come out, he met I think it's a hyena or something like that, but you know, hyenas is eat zebras. But he was young, and he never remember, he was in this protective place, so he never got in contact with the outside world and know the different dangers and the different things that is out there, the different predators and all kind of things that is out there. So when he came out now, and he was on his way, he meet up this predator, and the predator said to him, because the predator obviously saw that this was a young zebra, and maybe he don't really know, and based on how he was talking to him, because if he had understand whom he was talking to, he would have been afraid and he would have, run away. So the predator saw that, okay, this one here is someone that is young, they don't know certain things, and now I'm going to use that to my advantage to lure him in to his demise. So the zebra started I want to go to this place and wherever, can you help me? And he said, yeah, I can help you. And he was leading the zebra into where the other hyenas is or wherever, and say, he will get more water. He was leading him into a trap, but he saw someone else came that knew that this was a predator. They walk into someone that knew that this was a predator, or wherever it is, another animal that knew that, a bigger animal that knew this was a predator. And the bigger animals start, when this happened, however, the bigger animals start to protect him and like make him aware that he's in danger, and this person, this animal here is gonna come and is gonna eat you, and start to fight it off. And the Lord helped me to understand something, and he say, you, and I speak about this in so much other videos, but he said, oh, you and many of us that sit and we educate God's children, we educate the younger ones, on certain things, on fake friends and snakes and all these kind of different things. We think to ourselves that, our work is just something that is wherever it is. He said, you are the ones that my children run into. Hi. You are the ones. When I feel the Spirit of the Lord so much on me, you are the ones that my children, run into. And when they run into it, he said, oh, you are the ones that is making these videos, the one that is preaching. He said, don't take you guys work for nothing, the ones that is educating my children. He said, you are the ones that is protecting them from the world out there, from the predators, because there are many of his children that is newborn and come out into the world, and they don't know the different faces, the different predators that is out there. And he said, you are the one. And you say, when you hear predators, you say, okay, well, we know about internet predators. And do you know there are predators that matter of fact, there are predators that walk around and they look, you will know that they are predators. There's people that walk around, and when I mean predators, I mean that, okay, you know, child molestation kind of thing. I'm gonna give you I'm gonna give you the explanation of what I mean when I say predators, right? There are individuals like that wolf, that because you lack wisdom and they see that you lack wisdom in an area, will use that to trap unexpected people into harming them. And he said, oh, you are the ones that educate them about the two-faced people, about the snakes, about the different kinds of people. He said, you are the ones that see the fangs, that see you are the ones that have discernment. Because if you read further up in Ezra, he said that when they were going on this journey, they began to look for men that had discernment, to be able to discern right from wrong, to be able to see certain kind of things. So they put the ones that have discernment and have certain kinds of gifts out front. So when I meet someone, and when I meet this person and I don't know, because I am unable to see, because you can't watch at somebody and know what their heart is made of unless you have that gift of discernment. So he said he put the individuals that have the gift of discernment to be able to see past the smiling face and the cute little face that, oh God, that you are showing, and be able now to see someone's heart. He put us out there in the front to be able to warn his children that now come out, and they might not be developed enough and might not have enough information to be able to know certain things. He put us out there to the front to be able to protect his children. So he said, don't take the work that you all do as children of the Most High God by warning individuals and educating them easy. Don't take it like if it's something that is normal. He said, because he had placed you. You are the ones that the zebra run into, that the children, that the lambs run into, and they protected. In a sense, he said, oh God, praise your name, Lord. He said, you are the shepherd. He said, a good shepherd lay down his life. A good shepherd lay down his life for his sheep. A good shepherd lay down his life for his sheep. That way, me when a shepherd, he fight for his sheep. And he said, oh God, he said, many of you all are going through crucifixion. You are going through crucifixion and you're going through all of that. He said, because you're trying. He said, that is what makes you a good shepherd. You choose to be crucified. You choose to let them say all kind of thing about you, so that you can sit down, and so that you can educate, and so that you can warn, and so that you can open up the eyes of the saints to the predators and to the different kinds of dangers that is out there. He said, oh, and that what makes you a good shepherd, my child. He said, because a good shepherd don't leave his sheep and, oh God, run away and leave his sheep. Like Christ Jesus, that is a good shepherd that laid down his life on the cross. And we are the good shepherd that go through all kind of things, so that we can warn you, so that we can educate you on the things that is going on out there. So he began to tell me this. Praise your name, Holy One. He began to tell me this. He said, the discernment, he said, the ones that have the discernment, you are to protect the younger ones. Don't take your gift lightly. Don't take what you do lightly. He said, because there are many that will run in because they want to know the way to living right. I want to know how to, they come out and they may be now born again, and they want to know how to live right, and they may run in. They may run into the predators, and not knowing that it's a predator, they may run into the different individuals that want that. Yeah, come, I'll show you the way, and I'll do this or whatever. And they are naive. They are naive to what certain dangers that is out there. And when you sit down, men and women of God, preachers and pastors and these different individuals that God gives and give discernment, and it's not easy carrying the burden of having these gifts, because everybody wants it, but they don't know that it comes with a price, and that price means the cross. Sometimes we go through a lot. He said, but don't take it easy. Don't take it because you are the good shepherd that is not running away when the wolves and all kind of things is coming, but you are the one that is fighting off the predators from the younger ones. He said, don't take what you guys do. Don't take it and just be like, okay. And he said, don't take your work lightly because the Lord has placed you there for a reason and he will hold you accountable if you have the wisdom and you use it not. And one of his little one of his little ones get hurt in the process because you ain't choose to do your work, because you allow all of the cross and all of the things that you are going through to make you give up your post. He say you are the good shepherd and the Lord lead individual into you. When he see predators is coming around, he lead because they want to know the way. And there are many people that will come and say, oh, I will show you the way. Come, I will show you. And they're leading them to their demise. And he said, oh, you run. But, oh God, he said, but the Lord is so strategic that he led them into his children that have discernment and is able to educate them. And thus, fighting off these things. So the ones that was going into a trap and that was going into problems will know right from wrong and will be able to save themselves based on the wisdom that you have given them. They will not fall into the traps of the enemy. You will not fall into the traps that the enemy have laid down for them. You will be able to help them. Do not take your work lightly. Right, you guys, look out for the next video because it's pertaining to that. But I didn't want to make this really long. It's done already 15 minutes long. But so I'm gonna make another video. Look out for it. Remember to check out the other videos that is down there, and remember to share, like, and subscribe. And remember this: Jesus Christ, the King of Kings, loves you, and I love you. Stay blessed, stay strong, guys. Bye.